Welcome to my channel Karma Romance Stories. Please like, subscribe for more videos.
The night my mother pointed at the front door and screamed, "Get out!" Everyone in the room clapped as if they had been waiting for that moment their whole lives. My brothers smiled. My sister laughed. My uncle carried my suitcase outside. Not one person asked where I would sleep. I left without tears because I had already learned something about betrayal. The loudest people are usually the least prepared for silence. Less than 24 hours later, I signed the papers for an $87 million private island castle, paid every cent in full. When my family found out, they begged for one more conversation. They never imagined the answer waiting for them. The voice you selected does not support this language. Please click the upper right corner to switch to another voice. I was never the favorite child. My mother reminded me of that in ways that did not always need words. Every family dinner ended with someone praising my siblings while my achievements disappeared into silence. When I earned scholarships, they said I had been lucky. When I started a business, they said it would fail. When I worked late every night, they called me selfish. I kept hoping that one day they would see my effort instead of looking for reasons to criticize me. The years passed, and I quietly built a successful investment company. I never talked about my finances because I wanted relationships built on love instead of money. My family believed I was comfortable but ordinary. I let them believe it because peace was worth more than attention. Everything changed on my mother's birthday. The whole family gathered at her house. Before dinner, she suddenly announced that I had never supported the family enough. She claimed I cared only about myself. My siblings added stories that were either exaggerated or completely false. Every sentence made me realize they had been discussing me behind my back for years. When I calmly defended myself, my mother stood up, pointed toward the door, and shouted, "Get out!" The room became silent for 1 second before everyone agreed with her. No one stopped her. No one defended me. I picked up my coat, thanked everyone for teaching me who they really were, and walked away. That night, I checked into a hotel overlooking the ocean. I sat by the window thinking about every sacrifice I had made. Instead of crying, I opened my laptop. Months earlier, I had been negotiating the purchase of a private island with a restored historic castle. The deal was almost complete. I called my lawyer and told him to finalize everything the next morning. By noon the following day, I signed the documents. The island was officially mine. Every payment cleared. Every legal document was complete. Standing on the shoreline, I realized that peace has no price when you finally stop begging for acceptance. News of the purchase spread through local business circles. Someone recognized my name from the ownership records. Within days, my family learned the truth. The daughter they had thrown out was now the owner of one of the most exclusive private properties in the region. My phone exploded with missed calls. My mother left emotional messages saying family should forgive each other. My brother suddenly wanted to reconnect. My sister suggested a family vacation. My uncle joked that he always knew I would succeed. The same people who watched me leave without a home now wanted invitations. I never answered in anger. I simply remembered the sound of the front door closing behind me that night. Respect cannot be purchased after betrayal. Trust cannot be rebuilt with convenient apologies. Months later, I received one handwritten letter. My mother admitted she had underestimated me. She wrote that money changes everything. She was wrong. Money changes very little. Character reveals everything. They showed me their character before they knew my bank account. I believed them. Life on the island became the beginning instead of the ending. I funded scholarships for students who had been rejected by their families. I donated to shelters helping people rebuild their lives after emotional abuse. I hired people based on talent instead of family connections. Every decision reminded me that success means creating opportunities instead of seeking approval. One afternoon, my helicopter flew over the coastline where I had once cried alone after leaving my family home. I looked down and realized that pain had become purpose. The greatest victory was never the island. The greatest victory was refusing to become bitter. Years later, people still ask whether I regret walking away. My answer never changes. I did not lose my family that night. I lost the illusion that they loved me unconditionally. Once that illusion disappeared, I finally became free. If someone watching this video feels trapped inside a family that only values control, remember this: you cannot force people to respect you, but you can choose to respect yourself. Sometimes the door they push you through becomes the entrance to the life you were always meant to build. The night they told me to leave, they believed they had destroyed my future. In reality, they removed the final obstacle standing between me and my destiny. Success is not the best revenge. Peace is. Wealth is temporary. Respect is earned. Self-worth is priceless. The greatest goodbye is living so well that you never need to return.